have you been teaching?
Okay, I have taught at Big Spring for 33 years, and I taught at Carlisle for 3 years. And then in between the 3 years and the 33, I took 12 years to raise my children. And when my youngest child was in 2nd grade, bang, I came and started teaching here.
Why did you decide to retire?
This is a very tough decision because I love what I do and I do what I love. But I don't think one should be a relic. And I turned 71 last week, and I'm like, most people I know who are 71 are retired, and here I am. And I'm like, maybe I ought to be thinking about this. And I had never, it really did not cross my radar screen. I was like, woohoo, this is too much fun. So I thought, maybe I ought to think about this. And I love my classes. I love my schedule. Everything is like good, good, good. And if you can go out with it being like that, that's when to do it.
What do you plan on doing when you're retired?
Oh, well, you know from having me, Lydia, that I can pack my suitcase in a half an hour. I love to travel. So one of the things I will do is I will travel like a place that is first on my bucket list, since we do our memory books, you'll be doing it next semester, is Israel. And the group I travel with, which is a high active group, does not go in the summer because it's too hot. So that's going to be my first trip, probably in the fall sometime. And then I'm just going to, I don't know, I may go into geriatric fitness. Can you see me harassing old people? I think this might be fun. No, I really don't know. I don't have any solid plans yet, but it's just September, so we'll see how it all formulates.
What will you miss the most about teaching?
Oh my, I'll miss the students and I'll miss my colleagues. I have really enjoyed teaching in the English department, and I've enjoyed just the entire faculty. It's been a hoot. I have really enjoyed it. Believe it or not, okay, this sounds cheesy, but there are times when I think, they are really going to pay me today for doing this. So, yeah, all of that. But the students especially, I think we have just a tremendous student body, and I will miss them. But then I'll see them at Sailors when I shop on Tuesdays when there's 5% discount for old people.
Is there anything you would miss about teaching?
That I would miss?
Or that you wouldn't miss?
That I wouldn't miss?
Yeah.
Some of the paperwork and, okay, this is exactly how we have to do things. You know from having me, I'm rather random, so that kind of cramps my style.
What was the worst thing that's ever happened in your class?
Wow. You know, that's really difficult. I've had some, what you would call maybe problem students, but I have never given a detention, ever, in 36 years of teaching. So I've had some people who have tested that. It's like once is an occurrence, twice is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. And when it's a pattern, you and I go out in the hall, and that's happened maybe 4 times in my teaching career. And that's just been disrespect, which I will not tolerate.
That's quite the impressive track record. But what was the most interesting thing that's ever happened in your class? Like, I was not expecting that, or I just laughed until my sides ached?
Oh, well, I can tell you today, my 5th period class, we were discussing their adventures in 4th and 5th grade in memory books. Some of the funniest memories they had, and a lot of them were together in Mount Rock or at Newville, and they just kept going with these stories. And we were just hooting, literally. I mean, they are just, this cannot have happened. And they're like, no, it really did. I understand why I teach 12th grade and not 4th and 5th. God bless elementary school teachers. Yeah, you'll have to ask some of them. It's their stories to tell, but very funny.
In the 36 years you've been teaching, how would you say teaching has changed?
Good question, Lydia. Okay, I don't think that, I've never thought students have changed. What I have seen change is the lack of parenting. Honestly, I don't think a lot of parents want to parent. Like, okay, here's the bottom line. There are a lot of students I have who just do what they want. And this is when, you know, Large Marge, that would be we lock heads because, as you know, I'm the queen, and you're going to do the way the queen says, or the queen and you're going to step outside. So I see that as a little bit of an issue. But students really are not all that different. And I think that's why it's been such fun. I've enjoyed it so much.
I know one of the changes is tech, like how we're bringing more technology into the school and Chromebooks. Would you say that bringing technology in, would you say that that has improved the learning experience or more taken away from it?
Okay, I can only answer it from my point of view in English. You will use Chromebooks and you will use technology when we do a research paper and things, but my job, as I see it, is to expose you to reading, how to read something and analyze it, how to write about it, and how to speak about it. And I don't really need technology to do that. Hence why I teach in a circle, because I want people to be able to discuss how they feel about it. I don't need you, responding to me in a Chromebook. Talk to me, okay? And let's see where you are and give me your opinion. And everyone in the class participates, and I think that's really important.
And finishing up, what advice would you have for like young teachers or teachers just coming into the profession?
I would say that you have to, again, love what you do and do what you love. If you really enjoy your subject area, regardless of what it is, and okay, here's something really important, and you really love kids, okay? There's the biggie, all right? And realize that there's not a script, and college has not, no one is a textbook case, and a lot of times what they say in books is going to happen does not happen. It just does not happen, and you have to be prepared for that. So I would say that, and demand respect in your classroom. I really feel that is important, that we can agree to disagree, but you will respect another person's opinion. And that, I think, most people learned in kindergarten. Okay, if you take something, put it back. If somebody gives you something, say thank you. Come on, this is not rocket science, but I think if we have that, then it works. And that's hence why I've never really had to, the principal will now fix my problem. No, I've got to fix my problem. That's the way it's got to be.
Is there anything you'd like to add about your general experience teaching or anything along those lines? Just anything else you'd like
I
to
would say it is one of the most exciting, noble professions there is. I say that with absolute pride. I think very few professions do you get the chance to listen to young people's ideas and be able to maybe guide them in some way if they want it, but absolutely hear where they're coming from. And I think it's part of the thing. People say, oh, you have so much energy. I get energy because I have vibrant people that I'm exposed to every day. I mean, how could you be dull having the people that I have? I mean, I look at it as a tremendous opportunity. I think it's a gift. So I would say just really enjoy that and make the most of it.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, you are so welcome. Anytime.
Okay.